Welcome to the Spin Fortuna Cyber Oracle. Think of a topic in your life and reveal its destiny. Press the like button. Initiating sequence. Your cards are Nine of Wands, Page of Wands, King of Wands. If you continue walking as you have done so far, the cards show a process of endurance, renewal of impulse, and full leadership. First, a stage of weariness emerges where you sustain more than it seems, then a young spark appears that revives your enthusiasm, and finally, a mature and powerful energy arrives that consolidates your path with determination. It is a clear journey, perseverance, inspiration, and creative authority. The Nine of Wands initiates the process by indicating a moment of exhaustion, defense, and accumulated effort. This card does not speak of defeat, but of the strength that is born when you have already faced too much and still remain standing. It can manifest as the feeling of carrying a long battle, as a worry that forces you to stay alert, or as that point where you are one step away from giving up but something inside you continues to resist. It may also appear as boundaries you set to protect yourself, as an emotional tension that calls for relief, or as the intuition that you are close to overcoming a demanding cycle. The Nine of Wands does not demand blind push, it demands conscious resilience. It is the last barrier before victory. Next appears the Page of Wands, signaling that after that weariness, a fresh energy arrives that invites you to move again. This card speaks of renewed enthusiasm, curiosity, and the initial spark that ignites a new path. It can manifest as ideas that inspire you, as projects that excite you again, as messages that reactivate your mood, or even as a young or dynamic person who drives you with their energy. Sometimes it is your own creativity awakening after a long silence, reminding you that there is still much to explore. Its message is clear: reignite the flame. Finally, the King of Wands presents itself as the culmination of the process: leadership, vision, and mastery of your own inner fire. It is the card of creative maturity, of authority that does not impose but inspires, of the power to act with purpose. It can manifest as assuming a higher role, consolidating a project with courage, making firm decisions, or embodying a strong presence that knows exactly where it wants to go. It may also signal the arrival of a charismatic figure who positively influences your direction. The King of Wands reminds you that passion, when well directed, becomes real power. In summary, taken together, the Nine of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the King of Wands narrate a process where you first sustain a hard fight, then recover the spark that revives your energy, and finally take charge with strength and vision. It is a journey that goes from resistance to leadership. The omen indicates that, if you continue walking as you are, you will first face accumulated weariness, then your enthusiasm will return, and finally you will consolidate as someone who directs their path with conviction. This cycle is profoundly empowering. What emerges afterward is firmer, more passionate, and entirely yours. Remember this: inner resilience reminds you that you still have the strength to continue. What you have defended with such effort still deserves your perseverance. The spark of discovery ignites again. A new curiosity or creative impulse invites you to explore with freshness and lightness. Mastery of fire manifests in leadership. Your vision, your confidence, and your inspiration take shape in firm decisions and authentic presence. May everything always be for the best, and a blessing of fortune and gratitude to all our subscribers. If you want to know what happens next, or have another topic you wish to ask about, choose the video on the screen that most catches your attention. Type "thank you" if this reading was helpful to you. For private readings, read the description of this video. Thank you very much for your like. All the best.